Once there lived a teacher in an ancient Japanese village. He was highly educated and well known that even children from other villages used to stay with him for studies. In return, he was taking hefty fees from their parents. The teacher was very proud about his knowledge and he believed that no one in his village or nearby village is knowledgeable as him. As time passed, he became so wealthy and has also become arrogant. He started feeling that he is the most knowledgeable man in the world and hence he is dearer to God. He always said this to the villagers, and whenever somebody questions this, he calls them for a debate and defeats them with his knowledge. Slowly, villagers started accepting this fact as nobody was able to beat him in the debates. One day, a monk from a nearby village had come to the teacher's village. He started sitting under a banyan tree near the teacher's home. The monk was so knowledgeable that, within a few days, he became very famous in that village. However, our teacher couldn't digest this fact. He wanted to have a debate with the monk and defeat him. With this intention, he called many of the villagers and went to the monk's place. He challenged the monk to debate with him. But the monk with a pleasant smile ignored this challenge. However, the teacher was not ready to leave him. He then told that monk that he will withdraw from the challenge if the monk rightly answers a question from him. Finally, the monk was forced to agree with this option. The teacher immediately asked the monk, "Who among those who gathered there is dearer to God?" However, instead of answering, with a pleasant smile, he asked the teacher to answer this question. The teacher suddenly told the monk that, whoever is most knowledgeable among them is closest to God, by which he meant that he is the closest to God as he is the most knowledgeable. However, the monk replied with a smile that, God likes people who put their hard work to gain knowledge. But it doesn't mean that they are the closest to him. Instead, those who helps the needy are the ones who are much closer to him than anybody else. This answer has made the teacher angry. He started questioning the monk and asked him to prove the same. However, the monk with a pleasant smile ignored him. The teacher was not ready to leave and he started abusing the monk as he is not able to provide the proof. Now, the monk has agreed and he suddenly went back to his seat under the banyan tree and closed his eyes. What happened next was unbelievable for the teacher and villagers. Within no time after closing the eyes, the monk became a fireball and went up to the sky and disappeared. Then came a loud voice from the sky that said, "As I told you, the one who helps the needy stands dearer to me than anybody." The teacher suddenly realized that God has impersonated as a monk to teach him a lesson. He realized that it is not knowledge that takes you closer to God, but having empathy or compassion to others does. With this, the teacher learned a lesson. He has changed his attitude and taught children for free for the rest of his life. Hello friends. We don't know if God is watching and testing us by impersonating as somebody in our life. However, one thing is sure. He would like us to be compassionate and kind.